So obviously time zone travel is actually a significant challenge to the body clock. The nature was never designed to hop in a plane and fly 1,000 kilometers against the sun. So planning is really important. There's a couple of, and again, the devil's in the detail, but there's a couple of important sort of principles about this. One is literally working out what is the new time zone and what is the tension between my lifestyle at the new time zone and my lifestyle at the old time zone. And the principles are similar to the ones you will have heard spoken about with dealing with jet lag. And the core principle there is get on the local time zone as quickly as possible, right? So move your clock. You know, it's the same idea we were talking about before with morningness, but it's more of a state thing than a personality thing. The same idea, the clock's at a certain phase or orientation. The new city you're in is at a different orientation. And as with jet lag, the trick is to get on the local time zone as soon as possible. And that involves exposure to bright light in the morning, because that's what the clock is on the lookout for primarily. When the clock is trying to work out what time of day is it, it's light exposure in the morning that is the main information it's interested in. So as with jet lag, we say, get up, even if you've had not enough sleep on that first night, get up and start getting that light exposure in your eyes. And you might want to also, depending on whether you've phase advanced or phase delayed, depending on which direction you're traveling, you may also want to use melatonin in the evening, which has exactly the same clock effect as light in the morning. It's a cue for when darkness is at that new location. Now, I just mentioned something which is a bit tricky for people with bipolar disorder. I said, don't worry if you miss out on sleep. Now, of course, for people with bipolar disorder, missing out on too much sleep can be unproductive. So we might need to just moderate that a bit. So someone without a mood problem, we would just say, don't worry about losing sleep on the first couple of nights, just get yourself on the local routine. Someone with bipolar disorder, we might say, no, we can't really say that because missing out on a big chunk of sleep is not going to be good for you. So we might have to slow that process a bit about making the adjustment to the local time zone. So yeah, it's a really good question. Thinking through what is the tension between the new time zone and my current rhythm? The aim being to get onto that time zone as quickly as you can, but keeping in mind that if that involves a big loss of sleep, we might need to do that a bit more slowly.